Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm about to embark on a 28-hour train journey from the concrete jungle of New York City down to the tropical south and down to Miami. On board the train that was nicknamed the Train of Tomorrow. It was the first diesel-powered streamliner in America. 28 hours, 11 states, nearly 1,400 miles. We're crossing almost the entire US East Coast on a single set of tracks. It sounds pretty long, but I'm doing it in style. I'm going to be heading first class down to Miami. I've got a bedroom on board. We're going to check out the food, and I'm actually starting off here, Moynihan train station. This cost $1.6 billion to build. It's housed in a converted post office from 1917. It's widely considered the most beautiful train station in America. As I am going first class, I've got access into the lounge, so let's head in there before we get on board. Come on. It is a beautiful day here in New York City. Just wanted to show you this quickly. Look at that. The New York City skyline upside down. That is so cool. Very similar to a lounge like at an airport. Got a great view of the station from up here. Look at that.
Amtrak would like to thank you for traveling with us this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Hello, can I get a cappuccino, please? Thank you very much. Most of the food in there, the soft drinks, all complimentary apart from the alcohol. The train station looks pretty new, doesn't it? But it's actually celebrating 5 years this year. I just love how organised it is. Compared to when you get on a train in the UK and everyone kind of like bombs it, you don't go down to the tracks here until your train is due to leave about 20 minutes beforehand, and it's all done very civilized. People queue up, you follow your usher down there and he guides you onto the train.
It's clear.
Thank you. Miami?
Miami?
Yeah.
Ready?
Thank you. So the ticket already tells me I'm in car 9712, which I guess is right down the end. There's the dining car, look. 9712 Miami? Yeah. Okay, thank you. So,
Really? I cannot see that.
can you not?
No.
Too small.
Room A.
Yeah.
Just step.
Cool.
Turn to the right.
Thank you. Room A. Ah, A. Well, here is home for the next 28 hours. Well, first impressions, a bit old obviously. I wouldn't say it exudes first class, but let me give you the tour. Actually, it's pretty dark in here at the minute, so we'll wait till we get out on the open track because there'll be a little bit more light in here. And we say goodbye to the island of Manhattan, New York City, and on we go. So let me give you a proper tour then of my room. It might be first class, but this train is pretty old. I'll come to the price at the end. First thing I noticed though is it's not, I thought it was fairly clean when I walked in here, but there is loads of bits on the floor, and you know, these seats and the cup holders, it all feels a little bit dirty. It's grubby, but I kind of do like the retro lighting in here. It does take you right back. The air vents, I mean, I think this is the newest thing in here at the minute, the AC. So the way the room is designed, you've got a nice comfy seat here, so you can point whichever direction the train's going in. So obviously it's always nice to travel the way the train's going. Complimentary water to get you started. I mean, this is a nice big couch. It's just a little bit grim when you're looking out at the chair that looks so old and dirty. As always on the sleepers, they give you the pillows ready for sleeping to kind of relax with as well. The cup holders have seen definitely better days. I mean, there's even some tape on here. Look at the old vents, lovely brown curtains. Look at all the food, all bits of whatever in there. Look. That's not my only window, because I've got another window up here. Double stacked window, let the light in, look at that. The air conditioning, I've got reading lights here. Look at these classics. These are so old. Look at the switches. The intercom system is also very old. There was an announcement made about 5 minutes ago, and I heard a hum, and I thought I could hear somebody, but I couldn't really make out what they were saying. So it's going to be interesting to know when breakfast will be called, or dinner. I think this is a little table, yeah, so I can enjoy a coffee and watch the world go by. Let's put that back. The toilet and the shower is in here, but I guess that's an adjoining door, so if I did want to stay here with somebody else, you can actually open that door and it'd be quite a nice space. There's another reading light over here. Little mini sink here with some soap. The hot water's trickling out. Is that as much as it goes? Got some soap, loads of flannels and towels. Somewhere to put my rubbish. Little light and a vanity mirror. The switches for the cabin, night light, mirror light, and also got some charging here as well. Is this a cupboard? So I'll show you later on in the trip, if I can, what business class is like, and it's basically a room that is slightly smaller than this, but without the bathroom. So first class gives you the bathroom, toilet and shower in here. Well, I wouldn't say it's up to the normal first class standards that I've been accustomed to in some hotels. Love the branding. It's on point though. Pretty small bath towels actually. Is the shower head. So it's a bit of a wet room, so toilet stroke shower. Better not get confused with pressing that one. That's the flush. How do you turn, oh, the shower, oh, it's, turn the shower on here then.
Make sure you have on shoes when enter the cafe car. No shoes, no service. Once again, the cafe car is now open and serving, ladies and gentlemen.
No shoes, no service. The intercom is working in the shower perfectly, actually. As we shut this up, size-wise in the shower, you ain't gonna get any more than one person in here, and that's a tight squeeze. I'm not gonna lie though, it's gonna be pretty hard to shower in here. Well, this train doesn't really have like a dome car to sit in and check out the scenery, but it does have a cafe bar and a restaurant. Also, I'll show you the other parts of the train tomorrow. Dinner tonight starts quite early, actually, at 5:45. And they've advised me to do the earlier sit-in because apparently there's quite a long wait for the later ones. And I'm still jet lagged anyway, so it's going to be okay to do that one. Anyway, let's go and check out the cafe bar. I must remember to keep my shoes on. That's what they said on the intercom. They didn't give me a key, so is this going to lock? So how can I keep my room secure? I better see if I can find someone. Always freaks me out going between the vestibules. You worry your feet's gonna get trapped or something. Oh, I think these are the business class seats. Bunk beds at the top, and the seating area is down here. These are pretty nice actually. Look how old they are though. A fold-down sink. You've ever seen one before? Reading lights. I think the bed comes down, slides down. I didn't see a toothbrush or earbuds in mine. This actually looks cleaner than my first class cabin. The seats do. All right, Oh, hang on. Is this the... That's the toilet. Yeah, that doesn't look very good. I don't think you really want to sit there right by the toilet. But this actually feels a little bit cleaner than my first class cabin. Another table here, but not perfect. Yikes, how old is this train? They were still just sorting out the cafe bar. We'll go and check that out actually tomorrow. So we've got about an hour until dinner. I don't know if we're going to get any fresh air stops between now and then. Now, I was told it hasn't got the best scenery on this route, but I guess we'll find out as the trip goes along. The internet's a little bit patchy on here. That's why I want to say a massive thanks to Saily for sponsoring today's video. So Saily is an eSIM app brought to you by the creators of NordVPN. It basically gives you mobile data to wherever you travel to around the world. Let me show you how it works. All you need to do is download the Saily app, choose a data plan for the country you're in, so United States, install the eSIM, and you're connected straight away. I've got mine set up for the USA. It's been running the whole time, so it keeps me connected to emails, social media, and also keeping in touch with loved ones at home. The best part is you only need to install it once. So if you're like me and you're traveling between places, you don't need to constantly be changing SIM cards all the time or relying on the Wi-Fi. Especially on this train, it can be very hit and miss. And if you're traveling soon, you can get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily eSIM data plans. Just download the Saily app, and when you go to check out, use the code word TIM. Also, you can head to saily.com/Tim. I'll leave the link in the description. You can also scan this QR code which is on the screen now. Honestly, it just makes traveling so much more easier knowing that you'll always be connected. So we've been sat here for about 15 minutes, somewhere outside of Philadelphia, I think. Is it any better out here? Is this a station? I don't know. Getting hungry anyway, so looking forward to dinner. So they've come around asking for my order. There's a choice of steak or salmon or a vegetarian option. I went for the steak. Just like other train journeys that I've done, you do share it with other people, so you have to be prepared to make friends. Oh, we're moving. Another train, look. By the way, I have found the wardrobe, which is here. These hangers in there. There you go. Here we go, in the dining car we go. Quite quiet at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more people joining us in a little bit. I hear the chocolate cake is amazing. However, I did ask what was the best dessert they do have between the chocolate cake and the cheesecake, and they said you've got to try the cheesecake, so that's what I'm going to do. When I was told the menu, they said steak, salmon and a vegetarian option. They forgot to mention the chicken breast. Children's food, look, they do home-style white cheddar mac and cheese. I can always try that tomorrow, but the white chocolate blueberry cobbler cheesecake sounds amazing. Sugar on here, mayonnaise, tomato ketchup, there's butter, and there's dressing. Love the old style lighting in here though, it's so cool. So lunchtime was steak, crispy onion rings, battered mashed potato, green beans and carrots. There's one thing you can't knock about Amtrak, the food is really good. And then of course I devoured the cheesecake. It was immense, every last bit. 6:30, we've just arrived in Washington. Can't really see much of Washington, to be honest. We could coming in, and probably we will do as we go out a little bit, but I'm just trying to see if we can head up to the front of the train. So this is what's been pulling us, right? It's electric, and we're going to be switching over to diesel. I'm always nervous to get actually off the train, because if it goes, I'm screwed. But we're here until 7, so I thought I'll just quickly have a look around. Probably not much to see, to be honest. This is pretty much it. I've just come back on the train and I can't get in. I didn't lock this when I left because I haven't got a key, but someone's locked it. Well, I guess it's good security, obviously, whilst on the track, but I can't get into my room now. I need to find someone. Excuse me, have you got a key to my room?
You locked yourself out?
Well, nobody gave me a key when
There is no key.
Oh, there's no key?
No. You only lock the door when you're in the room.
So if I leave it and I want to lock it, can I not do that?
I just happen to have a screwdriver. There's no keys for the door. No.
So all your valuable stuff that you've got in there,
Take it with you.
You got to take it with you.
Nobody really goes in the room, but if you feel uncomfortable with it, just take it with you.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you. Time for bed. Bed's been made. I could have slept up there. Apparently you feel the motion less when you're down here rather than up here. I guess we'll find out in the morning. I'll see you in the morning for breakfast and an update as to where we are. Good night. Morning. Last night's sleep, it wasn't the best. I don't tend to sleep that great on trains. In fact, I'll be surprised to find someone that did sleep well on this train last night, because when we had a long clear run, it was quite smooth to a point, but then every so often you'd get jolted around, and I almost fell out of my bed a couple of times. I did find the free complimentary coffee this morning, which was quite nice. The thing that wasn't nice though is that the shower doesn't work, like, at all. There doesn't seem to be any hot water coming out of my tap, so there is a shower further down, but that kind of misses the point of paying extra for your room because you get a shower, but the shower doesn't work. Always happens to me. Let's go check out breakfast. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning. Breakfast was pretty good. There was a choice of French toast, scrambled eggs, a continental breakfast. There's something about eating breakfast and watching the world go by. What's great about when you sit down and have food is that you're always chatting to different people. I mean, you might be lucky and get the same people, but a lot of the times you sit with different people, and it's really great to have conversations with them. Well, since last night, we've already gone through Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and I think we've just gone over the border to Florida. You can see that's where we are now on the map. I mean, this particular journey that I'm on doesn't have the best views like some of the train journeys that I've done before on the channel. We've still got lunch, and I think we'll probably still have dinner before I arrive into Miami, which should be around about 7 p.m. I'm going to check out the rest of the train. We'll check out what economy is like. And also the showers, because I can't use my shower. Now apparently there is a shower right at the back of the train, but I've been told not to use that because it always runs cold unless I want a cold shower. So there's a warmer shower up here. We'll also grab a coffee in the cafe bar as well. All right, before lunch, let's go and check out what my options are shower wise. So there's one down the back here. but apparently it's cold water, so I don't think I'll be using it. I just want to go and have a look at it. Don't think I want to use this. Here's the other one. Well, at least it comes with shampoo and conditioner. So look at this one. Looks a little bit cleaner. Let's actually see if this is working though. It is working. Is it hot? Does it get hot? Well, I wouldn't say it's boiling hot, but it's on the verge of being warm to extra warm. It's crazy, I've been having to wash my hands in cold water. It's the first time I've had some hot water since I've been on the train. They're actually pretty decent seats if you're going to do a long journey. You know, they recline, they're leather, seem quite comfortable. What are the toilets like? Pretty bog standard toilets. We have arrived in Orlando. You can feel the warmth and the sun. Oh, it's so nice. Still got a good few hours to get to Miami, but this is a 10-minute break where we can just come outside, have a breather, or like most people do, have a cigarette. This train could definitely do with a wash. So I went for lunch. Most of the menu was snacks, fast food, burgers, sandwiches, hot dogs, macaroni and cheese. I went for the burger. Sadly, I had to wait around about an hour for it to arrive. And when it did arrive, it wasn't that hot. I went for butter cake for dessert, and that was actually hotter than the burger, and that definitely made up for it. What's crazy is the staff do more than one job on board. So they'll do the cleaning, they'll set people's beds up, they'll also do the cooking, they'll also do the serving as well. I think after they took my order, they went on a break because I just saw them all sitting at the end, so that was a bit weird. Okay, I make it coffee o'clock, so let's go and check out the cafe. Hey, can I get a coffee, please?
A coffee?
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
No, that's it, thanks.
Okay, it's gonna be $3.
Well, as we're approaching Miami, it's got cloudy. Do you know what's really crazy? Is when you get to Orlando, you think to yourself, Miami's not that far. It's in the same state. It's still about 6 to 7 hours. I think we're going to be a little bit late actually arriving in Miami. We're due to arrive at about 7, but I think it's going to be more like 7:30, maybe later. I'm hoping we make up a little bit of time. People can come in here and play games and cards, all that kind of thing. Cheers.
Thank you for riding with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Great, thank you. So So, was it really first class? Well, let's start first of all with the cabin. The train that I was on did seem to be very old indeed. My first class cabin seemed to be very old. The light switches, the furniture, and although it was generally clean, I guess going over with a vacuum wouldn't have hurt. So I had an ensuite on board which had a toilet and a shower, which I was really looking forward to using. It was very small in there, but the shower didn't work. I had someone come and have a look at it, and yeah, it wasn't working. There was no hot water either out of the taps in my room, so I was a little bit gutted, bearing in mind I've been on there for about 28 hours or over 28 hours. I didn't get a chance to have a shower. The food was generally okay. The staff on there were doing quite a lot of different jobs. The lady who was cleaning my room was also serving the food. I don't know if she's maybe even cooking it as well. This is how much it costs from New York to Miami. And bearing in mind it's quite a busy period at the moment because of spring break. Although arriving in Miami in this weather, it's not exactly very exciting. But do you think it was value for money? Do let me know in the comments. Don't forget, if you want to see more train videos, check out the California Zephyr here, or my best train journey I've ever done to date, which is the Canadian, which is here. Give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time.